are now listening to The Temple of the Killer Tiger Monkeys. The Temple of the Killer Tiger Monkeys is a John Mitchell story and is brought to you by Cine Downloads. Narrated by Dr. Hugh Pincott. Previously on The Temple of the Killer Tiger Monkeys.
Kok Wang, we bring you greetings from the Shrine of the Flying Attack Dragons.
Was there anything else that happened tonight?
No, Master. Nothing else of interest happened.
And now the next part of the story. Episode 23. Kok looks at the business card one more time. He checks the address against the door that now stands in front of him. Satisfied that this place is the headquarters of the Shrine of the Flying Attack Dragons, he reaches out and knocks on the ornate and ancient door. He doesn't wait long until the door is opened, and he is met by the face that spoke to him last night.
Ah, Kok Wang, we are so happy that you have come to see us. Please come in. You are very welcome here.
Kok enters the building and is stunned to see the difference between this building and that of the temple. Here, the place is designed with a hybrid mix of Oriental heritage and scientific technology. Flat-screen TVs and computer access points line the hallway, which also features scenes and tapestries dealing with the shrine's illustrious past in China and around the world. He thinks back to the temple, and that place is a run-down former garage block, grimy and basic with worn-out furniture. He looks around at the staff. They're happy. They give him a welcoming smile as he walks into the hall. They are dressed in the shrine's traditional Oriental uniform, adapted to modern times with combat vests and pockets for important gear and gadgets. They have new weapons which they carry across their backs, and their headgear has radio communication and night sights. It seems that these are only the shrine guards, and the combat troops are even more impressive. He thinks back to the temple soldiers with their high-visibility jackets and hard hats, swinging brooms around.
This place is very impressive. It's so different to what I'm used to at the temple.
The figure smiled at him.
Indeed, we have heard about how your temple has been taken over by modern methods of management and has moved away from its traditional roots. It is an experiment that we are paying a lot of attention to.
You know much about us then?
Asked Kok.
The shrine and the temple are from the dark mists of time in China. What affects one will eventually affect the other. So we keep an eye on what is happening so we can learn from your mistakes.
This amuses Kok rather than insults him, because he knows it's true.
I am Fan Fang, and it is nice to meet you, Kok.
And you,
replies Kok, shaking his hand.
Would you like a tour of our facilities while you are here?
Kok nods and Fan leads on. Everything here is like an awesome version of the same things back at the temple. Kok feels intensely jealous to see that their repository is wall-to-wall with ancient books and tomes from China. The information contained in that room would be of incredible use to the temple. But he remembers how their own library was shipped out and their room is now bare. As he looks around, he sees the shrine members actively reading from these books and learning about demonology and combat. He thinks of how the recruits at the temple have been more interested in looking at sheep porn on their phones. He is shown the training rooms where the shrine members are trained in all aspects of combat, Hand-to-hand, small arms, bladed weapons, supernatural combat with potions, spells and enchantments. There are multiple rooms assigned to different aspects of combat, from basic martial arts like Kung Fu to rooms for underwater combat with spear guns. He sees classes of shrine members being taken through their paces by committed and professional teachers. He sees them training with magic swords, spears, nets, and the latest electronic weapons such as electro-plasma rifles and warp stun grenades. The amount of time and money spent on training the shrine members is mind-blowing. And he remembers how he had to train the temple recruits with brooms until he was told to stop, as that was considered too extreme. He's then shown an area outside the building at the rear. Here they have constructed a replica of a typical area of the Demon Zone, and they run their members through this area to perfect their team tactics and techniques. He sees a team in action, moving through the terrain using it to their advantage. He watches them use pinning techniques with pincer movements, rolling up the flanks and using choke points to bottleneck potential enemies so they can be decimated with grenades. He is impressed with the strength of teamwork here. They all seem to be working hard for the team and enjoying the experience as they do. He is depressed to think that at the temple they have spies sabotaging everything they do, spoiling any chance they have of being an effective force at all. He is taken to see the enchantment room, and rather than it being a poky, dark place with one woman toiling away in hot conditions with a cauldron like they have at the temple, here they have a bright, open space with modern facilities and equipment. Scores of people in white coats work together in the enchantments, experimenting and producing even stronger works of magic. It's more like a laboratory than a witch's hovel like they have. Next, he's shown the armory. There are no brooms or garden forks here. This room contains racks upon racks of various weaponry. Everything from AK-47s to samurai swords to crossbows to anti-tank missile launchers. When it comes to dealing with a demon invasion, these guys mean business. Finally, he's taken to meet Master Mai Fu Ling in his office. Mai Ling welcomes Kok and offers him a chair and a brandy. Kok takes the drink and settles back into the chair. Fan Fang hangs back by the door.
Thank you for coming to meet me, Kok Wang. We have heard good things about you. Your track record in demon combat is most astounding. Your work in Cambodia in 2014 and Taipan in 2016 were especially noteworthy. Your efforts are all the more astounding when we consider that you work with such meager resources at the temple.
Yes, things can be a struggle there, but that makes warriors work harder and become sharper to reach the same level.
Indeed, but it is not something that is sustainable in the long run. At some point, you have to move up to take advantage of the bigger picture. Otherwise, the world never sees your real potential.
Kok nods as he listens.
Now, I expect you are wondering why the shrine is here in this city when the temple has already secured this job.
Kok nods again.
We're here because the temple is no longer the force that it was in the past. It has been sabotaged from within by work practices which have made the temple move away from its traditional strengths.
Kok stops nodding and sits stony-faced.
It takes on these jobs not for the protection of the kingdom where they operate, but for a fat profit. It's a self-serving philosophy that has no heart. It is empty and lost.
Kok looks out sadly at his brandy glass.
We have seen this decline in the temple for some time. And not only does it sadden us, but we are now forced into a position whereby we must cover the temple's work, because the temple is no longer capable of doing it themselves. The temple's effectiveness in dealing with the scourge of demon-like is in rapid decline, and the shrine have to intervene to stop the rot from spreading. That is why we're here. When the temple fails, as they currently are, it is up to us to fix things.
Kok looks up. He agrees with everything that has been said and feels great shame to be a part of the temple. Mai Ling has voiced everything that Kok has felt for a long time, and a part of him wants this disaster at the temple to be over.
We know that there are some incredible individuals at the temple.
Mai Ling says,
People who still believe in the old ways, who still wants to make a difference, but they cannot, as the temple system smothers them in bureaucracy. We want to offer these people a lifeline, a chance to be part of something bigger, something with a real future.
Kok swells up with emotion.
Kok, you've been shown around the shrine. You've seen our operation. You know now how seriously we take on our mission in this world. We train the best and work the hardest to keep the world safe from evil and demonic incursion. We feel that you are a shining talent who is being held back by circumstances out of your control at the temple, and we want you to come and join us here as the shrine where we can take you all the way to the limit of your capabilities and make this your new home. What do you say, Kok Wang?
Kok has a tear in his eye. He downs his brandy, puts the glass on the table next to him, stands up. He wants to say yes to the offer. He's had enough of the ridiculous scenarios at the temple. The shrine is far more efficient and professional. There's a chance for him to have a real future here. But what about Ying Wa? She is his one true love, and she would never leave her father and follow him to the shrine. Mai Ling holds out his hand to shake on the offer, but Kok hesitates. This disturbs Mai Ling.
What is the issue, Kok? What is holding you back from achieving your destiny?
Mai Ling looks into Kok's eyes and sees the sadness and confliction.
Ah, ha! There's only one thing that makes a man's eyes sad like that. There is a woman you love, and you don't want to leave her.
Kok sighs.
That is true, Master Ling, but my love Ying Wa is the temple enchantress, but her father is Master Cheng Fu. She would never leave him to come here. The sense of betrayal would crush her.
If you want to help your love, this Ying Wa, then you must show her that she is the one being betrayed. She is stuck with no future in that temple. Here she would have all the resources, training equipment, and support she would ever need. She could become one of the best enchanters in the world if she came here. Why should her loyalty to her father deny her a chance to achieve greatness that she is capable of? For him to keep her there would be an act of great selfishness on his part, and she should see this for what it is.
Kok nods enthusiastically and takes Mai Ling's hand.
Thank you, Master Mai Ling. I shall speak to Ying Wa and ask her to come here with me. Hopefully, by the end of the week, we shall both be wearing the shrine's robes.
Mai Ling smiles and hugs Kok. Kok hugs back, and with a smile on his face he leaves the office, shaking Fan Fang's hand on the way out. Fan Fang watches Kok leave and then turns to Mai Ling, who is pouring them both a brandy.
Master, you did well. I think we will indeed have 2 new members by the time the week is out.
Yes, the second in command of temple operations and the temple enchantress. Without those 2 there, the temple will surely fail in its mission, and we can then move in and steal the contract from them. we'll have the city council over a barrel, and we'll force them to pay us double our original offer, just to fix the temple's mess.
Fan Fang and Mai Ling laugh menacingly and celebrate by drinking their brandy down deeply. Kok Wang rushes back to the temple. He opens the door and skulks through the hall with the intention of avoiding all contact with any temple staff. There's nobody about. They're probably all at the hospital, he thinks, and he walks into Ying Wa's enchanting room. The room is thick with smoke, and there are bright red light beams flashing from a weapon on the enchanting table. Ying is standing before the weapon. Her hair's a mess, and she looks exhausted. Kok comes up behind her and gives her a hug. She's so tired she hardly notices him. But when she does, a smile breaks out on her face, and she hugs him back. She then excitedly shows him her latest enchanting weapon.
Look, Kok, this garden spade is my latest work. I spent 2 days solid on it.
Kok looks at the flashing red light beams being emitted from it.
That's cool, Ying. You made a disco spade.
It's not a disco spade.
She says with a tense voice.
I have enchanted this spade to return to its owner whenever it is called. It will fly into the owner's hand upon command.
Wow, that is a really cool enchantment, Ying. Can I try it out?
No, not yet. I've only managed to make it fly 1 inch.
1 inch? Can't I just pick it up instead? It would save all that enchanting time.
Yes, wait. It's not perfect, but with more time and work, I'll be able to make it fly 5 inches in a month or so.
Okay, Ying.
So, did you come here for anything in particular, Kok? Or were you just trying to be annoying?
Actually, I wanted to speak to you about something.
Oh, sounds serious.
Yes. Well, I don't know how to put it, but I've been speaking to the Shrine of the Flying Attack Dragons.
Our hated rivals?
Yes, they are rivals to the temple, but they are here in the city to help us beat the demons.
Help us how?
They want us to team up with them, like a partnership, or rather, they want me and you to go over and join them.
What? Why would we want to do that?
Because they are offering us a chance to make an impact with fighting these demons. Here we are never going to succeed. Steve and the management structure will keep holding us back until we fail.
I don't think we fail. I have faith that we will succeed here. I have faith in the team.
I don't. Not anymore.
Don't say such things, Kok. We always prevail. We always have.
Ying, I went out with the team on both attacks and we got beaten so hard by the demons both times. It was horrific and stupidly dangerous. We've been lucky so far that everyone on those missions came home. But if we carry on like this, then soon people won't be coming home. I don't want to have to deal with that.
Ying goes silent.
The shrine is run properly with dedicated leaders who care about the staff. Everyone is properly trained, the best equipment and complete support. This is how the temple should be, but it isn't, and it breaks my heart to see the temple decline like this. So we have to get out now, before it takes us both down with it.
A tear runs down Ying's face.
But what about Father? I cannot just leave him here. I would be abandoning him to Steve.
Ying, your father has been around for a very long time. He's as old as the trees and the mountains. He tells stories about jumping over the Great Wall of China and punching Genghis Khan in the nuts. He has seen and done so many things in his lifetime. He will be okay dealing with Steve if you leave.
Ying is in tears now.
I cannot leave him, Kok. He is my father. I cannot do that to him.
Kok sees how upset she is and realizes that she won't leave. He goes over and holds her tight as she sobs. He knows that she won't come with him, so even though he badly wants to leave, he decides to stay. Kok knocks on the shrine's door, and the ornate wooden edifice creaks open. He is ushered into the hall by a shrine member and told to wait for Fan Fang. Soon Fan appears, With outstretched arms, he hugs Kok, who has a miserable look on his face.
Why are you looking so sad, Kok? You were so happy earlier.
I don't know how to tell you this, but I can't join your shrine. I'm sorry.
Kok looks devastated to have said this, and Fan is saddened to have heard it.
But why, Kok? Is it because of that girl you mentioned?
Yes, Ying Wa doesn't want to leave her father. Her loyalty is one of her greatest assets, and I don't want to leave her too.
So, you're giving up your future happiness to be with a girl?
No, the girl will bring me future happiness. Being with her will do that.
Yet you don't look very happy.
Kok goes silent and looks at the floor.
Can you wait here one moment while I speak to Master Mai Ling?
Kok looks up and nods. Then Fan walks off and up some stairs at the back of the hall. Soon, Fan returns with Mai Ling, who looks concerned. Mai Ling comes over to Kok, who feels so bad at letting him down, so he can hardly look at him. Mai sees this and reaches out a hand and places it reassuringly on Kok's shoulder.
Fan has told me that you have come to a decision about joining us, and that decision is not a happy one for any of us.
Kok looks up at him and nods.
It saddens me to see you walk away from us. We had such plans for you, Kok Wang. However, we must respect your decision. Your love for this girl is a guiding light in your life, and as such, you must follow it. This I understand.
Kok nods.
Thank you, Master Ling, and thank you once again for the opportunity to join. It meant a lot to me.
Master Mai Ling takes his hand away from Kok's shoulder and smiles at him before nodding. Kok decides that now is the best time to leave, and with one last look at Fan and Ling, he turns to walk away. His footsteps feel heavy as he thinks about what he is discarding, and as he reaches the door, Mai Ling calls out to him.
Kok, how much do you love this girl?
Kok stops in his tracks and turns to face Mai again.
I love her more than life itself.
This answer pleases Mai Ling, who smiles at him.
That is good to know. Can I ask what you were doing in Thailand last year?
Kok is stunned to hear this question and hesitates before answering.
I was undertaking a research mission for the temple.
What kind of research were you undertaking, Kok?
That's important temple business. And while I appreciate your interest in me, I cannot tolerate your interest in particular temple projects.
I assume Ying Wa knows about the research you were doing in Thailand.
Kok is now starting to get angry.
Look, what is it you are after? What do you want?
You love Ying Wa, yet you haven't told her about what you got up to in Thailand.
No, I haven't. And what business is this of yours? I came here in good faith, and all you have done is insult me with this nonsense. Now I'm leaving, and I won't be coming back.
Kok stares angrily at Mai, then storms off through the door. Just as his hand touches the doorknob, he hears a familiar voice calling his name.
Oh, Kok, my love, where are you going? Are you going so soon?
Kok's eyes go wide as he places that voice in his head, and he slowly turns around to see where it came from. Standing in the doorway, close to Mai Ling, is the slinky finger of Pai Tan, the ladyboy. She waves at him and giggles. He cannot believe what he is seeing and storms over to her.
What the hell are you doing here?
I've come to see you, my love. Aren't you happy to see me?
No, I'm not. What happens in Pincott, Thailand, stays in Pincott, Thailand. And you should be in Pincott, Thailand.
Pai Tan giggles and puts her hand on his chest.
But now I'm here, and now we can be together again.
Kok pushes her hand away and jabs his finger at Mai Ling.
Why have you brought her here? What are you trying to do to me?
Mai Ling laughs.
We want you to join our shrine, Kok. And if you don't, then Tai Pan will tell Ying Wa all about your time in Thailand.
You dirty bastard! You can tell her whatever you want because it's Pai Tan's word against mine, and Ying Wa will believe me because she loves me. You won't win!
Okay, but it's not just Taipan's word, is it?
Kok looks at him quizzically.
Come on out, ladies.
22 more ladyboys emerge from the doorway behind Pai Tan. They sashay over and crowd around Kok Wang, cooing, giggling, and touching him.
How are you, sweetie? Do you remember me? I remember you. Oh, just look how your muscles have grown.
Kok puts his head in his hands and groans. Mai Ling laughs, then speaks.
Checkmate, I believe, Mr. Wang. Agree to join us, or this troop of lovely ladies will educate your little Ying Wa on your extensive Thai adventures.
Kok looks out from behind his hands.
Okay, I'll join, but I want these lady boys gone. I never want to see them again.
Well then, welcome to the shrine, Kok. Ladies, you may be excused.
The ladyboys blow kisses at Kok and slink off, wiggling their posteriors as they go. Kok catches himself staring at them longingly as they disappear through the doorway. Kok returns to the temple for the last time. Again he sneaks in through the doors and finds Ying hard at work in her hellhole environment. She has been working feverishly on her disco spade, and now she can make it fly an inch and a little bit. He watches her work for a little while before she senses that someone is behind her, and she turns around to see who it is, and is delighted to see Kok there.
Kok, you're back! I missed you!
She tries to hug him, but he doesn't respond very much. This worries her.
Is everything okay, Kok? Are you still angry because I didn't want to join the shrine? I thought you were happy to stay here with me. That's what you said, didn't you?
Kok doesn't look at her but speaks anyway.
Ying, you know I love you, right?
Yes, I know this. What's wrong? You're scaring me, Kok.
Ying, I can't stay here. I'm going to the shrine. My temple days are over forever.
But you said you were staying with me. What's happened, Kok? Why have you changed your mind?
Something came up and I realized that I can't stay here anymore.
No, Kok, you can't leave me.
Don't make this any harder for me. Ying, I have to go. This is goodbye.
No, Kok, I can't let you go. If you're leaving, then I guess I have to go with you.
You can't, Ying. Your place is here.
No, my place is with you.
But what about your father?
I'll leave him a letter. He'll understand. I'm sure that he was young once. Maybe.
A letter? Okay. I'll stay here with you and help you to write it if you wish. But then we have to go as soon as we can.
Kok and Ying hug hard and kiss. Kok then breaks away. Ying starts writing as Kok watches. After some time and some interruptions, the letter is finally finished. Kok and Ying look very happy to be together, and she leaves the letter on the enchanting table next to the disco spade. Then both of them leave the temple, hand in hand. Cheng comes out of his repository. He's been meditating for some time and feels calm. His mind is clear. He decides to chat with Kok about their next move. They'll need more staff to replace those who are injured, as well as coming up with a viable plan to root out the spy. He hasn't seen Kok for a day or two. He took a bit of beating in the last incursion into the demon zone, and Cheng wants to know how he is. He looks around the temple but cannot find him. He looks in all the usual places, but there's no sign. He decides to ask Ying if she's seen him. Ying's been incredibly busy lately, and he's immensely proud of the progress she's been making with her enchanting. He enters her enchanting room, but she isn't there either. In fact, it looks like No one has been here for a few hours, as there's no toxic smoke or throat-burning chemicals in the air. Cheng wonders where she is, then decides that both Kok and Ying must have gone out for some romance time, and he couldn't blame them. They've been working so hard lately that it was good of them to have some time to themselves to reconnect and wind down. He smiles at the thought of these two maybe having a little picnic down by the canal, in the sunshine with a nice bottle of wine, looking into each other's eyes, then chasing wasps away from their sandwiches, and Kok beating the crap out of the local hooligans who have been throwing empty beer cans at them for no reason, with Ying egging him on and screaming at the hooligans as Kok smashes their faces in. Young love, thinks Cheng wistfully. Just as he's about to go back to his repository, he sees Xing Ti walking about with his clipboard and pen, taking notes and writing things down. He interrupts Xing and calls him over to ask if he has seen either Kok or Ying. Xing replies that he's been looking for them all morning, as Steve wants everyone's toilet breaks timed. Yet he hasn't been able to find them at all. Cheng strokes his beard while he wonders. Then Xing hands over a letter he found in Ying's enchanting room, which is addressed to Cheng. Cheng thinks that's unusual and takes the letter. He opens it and reads it in front of Xing.
Dear Father, please find it in your heart to forgive me, but I have decided to leave the temple and follow my love, Kok Wang, to the shrine of the flying attack dragons. I know you might see this as a betrayal. The shrine are our hated rivals after all, but after losing Kok for a year in Thailand, where he and I pined away every day for each other, and both of us could not stop thinking about being together, I decided that I cannot bear for us to go through that again. Kok is the most loyal and honest man I have ever been in love with, and I wouldn't want to lose him. So I hope you understand that I have no choice but to go to the shrine with him. Also, please do not think badly of Kok. He feels that the time has come for a new challenge, and that the temple has no future, and that the shrine is far better, and he says it sickened him every day to see Steve treat you like a moron, a retarded shit-for-brains fucktard. I told him not to speak about you like that, but he was so angry calling you a mongo shitspaz and Steve's pet spunk monkey. Myself and Kok actually had a massive argument about this, and he eventually apologized and asked me to write down in this letter that he was sorry for calling you all those things behind your back. And then we had a kiss and a cuddle to make up again, and he was such a wonderful lover, so attentive and exciting in bed. He made me feel like I was at the center of his universe. His techniques and special tricks drove me wild. So please, Father, do not feel bad about us leaving. We will always be a part of the temple, even though we will be somewhere else all of the time. With my love and my heart, Ying Wa.
Cheng finishes reading. He looks at the letter for some time. His hand shakes as he holds it, and then a tear appears in his eye, and he folds the letter up and puts it away in his jacket. He clears his throat and tries to speak, but his voice quivers. He waits a moment and speaks again, this time with his usual composure.
Xing, we will need to find a replacement for Kok and one for Ying too.
Xing screws his face up with anger.
Those backstabbing, scumbag traitors, they're both traitors.
No, Xing, they're not traitors. They have just moved on. Maybe if we had been better, then they would not have felt the need to go. We must look at ourselves as much as them.
No, Master, they left us because they're selfish scumbag traitors.
Xing, please.
I'll tell Steve about these traitors. Steve will know what to do. Steve will sort this out. Steve will get the things done. Steve will find the replacements. Steve will take care of this. I'm going to get Steve.
Xing storms off, leaving Cheng standing on his own and feeling so alone. This episode was brought to you by Cine Downloads. Narrated by Dr. Hugh Pincott. Today's episode featured James Pax as Mai Fu Ling, Wai Wong as Master Cheng Fu, Other voices provided by Nathan Noura as Kok Wang, Kai Bryan as Ying Wa, Chris Ball Hero, Ben Carroll, John Ian Dredge, Flo Ryan, Neil Jane. Written, produced, edited and directed by John Mitchell. Co-produced by Chris Ball Hero. Sound recorded by Louis Thompson, Chris Ball Hero. Sound engineer Andrew Doc Collins. Theme tune by Jed Gray. Thank you for listening, and watch out for the next episode of the Temple of the Killer Tiger Monkeys.